All right. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. Good to see everybody. Big waves to you. Good to see you. Who said Zooms couldn't be interactive, right? We've done this for 2 years at 9 a.m., almost 2 years. So good to see everybody. So I said 2 weeks ago that we're going to have some guests start joining us, but expect that over the next coming weeks that we're going to have some people come in. I know I see Tracy Black on here this morning. Tracy's a close friend of mine. It's a very successful, I'm never politically correct. So I call him a broker, like a real estate broker, but he's very successful, does a lot of business, and he spoke on this before. So we have everybody from all walks that tune in to the Coach's Corner or tune in via our live stream that goes on. So we're super appreciative of you. Our word for today, if you're a guest, we always pick a word, elaborate on it, and we've been doing this for almost 2 years now. So it's been something really beneficial, I know, to myself. So got a question for you this morning, and maybe we can get some interaction, Andrea, with some, if you know how to raise your hand in this, or just raise your hand, and Andrea can come in and unmute you. But the word for today is genuine. And the definition says truly what something is said to be. Authentic. So here's what I want to say. If a genuine person's authentic, maybe they're not a hypocrite. Maybe hypocrite's another word we'll use another day. Sincere comes to mind when I think of genuine. Real. I told you about Coach Myra Miles. She's just real. Some people might go, well, she's too honest. No, she's real. So don't ask her if you don't want to know. But that's a genuine person. They're being real with you. So my apologies. When that name comes to mind in your head, who is it? Who is it? It doesn't have to be people on here, but I'm just saying, like, who in your life that when you talk about genuine, the word genuine comes to mind? Anybody want to take a shot? Maybe just raise your hand and we'll unmute you. Or can they unmute themselves, Andrea? Okay, Andrea has to unmute you. Anybody come to mind? They're probably not even on the Coach's Corner this morning, but who is it? We can at least say their name, first name, if you want to. Like, who comes to mind when you think of genuine?
Ronnie's
Anybody?
got somebody.
All right, Ronnie, tell us a name.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Thank you.
Good morning.
When I first connected with a company that I'm involved, I met a lady by the name of Deanna. Some of you know her, Deanna Latson, and to me, she brought about what I call one of the most genuine people I have ever met. Because of what we do and the absolute demand for quality, she looked me right in the eyes and said, Ronnie, I promise you, we will never do anything that would not be good or healthy. And that, to me, created in my mind a perfect example of a genuine person that has a good, solid belief system that you can depend on.
Hey, thank you, Ronnie, for that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. Anyone else want to share? We'll do maybe one. Give it to me, Billy.
Oh, Hill's going.
Okay, Hill. Go, Hill.
I listen to Darren Daly every day, Darren Hardy, and just listening to him every day. He's always real. He's always honest. He does a good job, just of everything he brings every day.
Absolutely. If any of you followed or hadn't ever followed Darren Daly, Darren Hardy, his mentor was Jim Rohn, which is a unbelievable person. He's not here with us anymore, but his foundation and principles lives on, and isn't that neat? But Darren Daly is a great one. Darren Hardy is. So what about it, Billy and Andrea? What kind of hymn were you guys? I just want to get some.
Next to my mom and dad, I'd have to say Bill and Susan. They have been beside us and supported us for, gosh, over 6 years now. They have been loyal and trusted friends, and they mean the world to us. They are like really the best friends we have. So
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. I met Bill and Susan, and they had a big impact on me as someone that didn't understand this profession. So yeah, I appreciate them. Well, thanks. I mean, here's the thing. If somebody came to mind today, for me, it's my father. He's genuine. I could go to him. I might not like what he says, and we might argue a little bit, but I'll tell you this. He says what he means, and he means what he says, and he's being real, like it or not. And so I hope I have some of those characteristics when I look at myself, and I challenge you to think about yourself, where it's your profession, whether it's your relationships, whether it's just you being real with yourself, whatever it is. And I know I'm going a little bit long, Andrea, but I want to say this. If we describe a person as genuine, we approve of them because they are honest, truthful, sincere in the way they live. They're not perfect. They're humans just like anybody else. They mess up. They make mistakes. But they have that characteristic with the people they come in contact with. Genuine people don't try to make people like them. They're just naturally liked. Like people was like, why do I like him or her so much? And well, it's probably because they're genuine. They're okay with the fact that some people might like them and some people might not. A genuine person has that characteristic. When I studied it, genuine people are more open-minded to other people's ideas. How many of us know, or maybe we have a problem with being closed-minded to someone else's thoughts? A genuine person is actually open-minded to people's thoughts. And genuine people are generous. You know, they're just open and more generous. Genuine people are respectful. You see them opening the door for people. You see them doing things for people. And last is genuine people don't tend to be motivated by material things. Not that there's anything wrong with material things, but genuine people seem to get value. Like I'm going to use the word Maserati. Their Maserati is gifting something to somebody. Their Maserati is like walking down the street, seeing somebody, extra tipping the waitress or the waiter. Like that's their Maserati. That's where they get the feel of good joy when they're showing generosity. And then I've got something I want to read to you. Hopefully I'll be making this quote on social media soon. Hold on to every genuine person you find. This generation has people driven by ego, money, love of money, worship of money, and status quo. I got to be this. I got to have the status. Hold on to every genuine person you find, because the world we live in today are chasing those three things a lot of the time. As a result, good souls are ruined daily by ego, love of money, and status. Keep your head up and be conscious of the energy you give out and connect with. I want you to think about that today. Like, I want to be a genuine person. I get caught up in all this stuff. Status, ego, searching for the next. Nothing wrong with money. Hey, it's kind of like oxygen. We need it. We need it. So, but at the end of the day, hold on when you come across a genuine person. Grab them, hold on to them, and stay connected. So, Andrea, I'm going to turn it to you. I'm sorry I went over this morning.
That's all right. That's all right. I loved your message. So guys, this was a fun one. So the quote that I found was influence is about being genuine, and that's Johnny Hunt. And what I kept thinking about is being genuine, like your true, authentic self, and sharing that takes so much courage and tenacity and bravery, right? Because if you're like me, you can get a little bit worried about what other people think about you. You know, do they like me? Am I too much? Did I say something silly? Do I dance really badly? Like we can get so worried about that we can hide and become less genuine. But all of us are more likely to trust that genuine person because subconsciously we say if they can be so real with themselves, they're more likely to be real with me. So we all could probably strive to be a little bit more genuine. So how? In this world of Instagram and filters and perfection that we are constantly surrounded with, how do we get brave enough? How do we be more genuine, right? So that's what I'm going to talk about today. So first of all, and Coach would say I don't have too much of a problem with this. First of all, speak your mind. So when you have a strong opinion, first of all, take the time to discover your own opinions. You know, find some proof to either back you up or be brave enough to change your mind when you're wrong, right? But figure out your own opinions and your own perspective on things, and don't be shy about sharing it, right? Go ahead and share it. Now, make sure you want to be comfortable presenting your ideas without expecting or needing to convince the other person, because just like just if you think green is the best color, well, somebody else is going to think purple. So it doesn't mean you're right just because you have that strong opinion. And then 2, be brave enough to forge your own path. So being authentic is not just about, what you think or what you say, but what you do and how you are in this world. So being guided by that internal compass, and being okay with not following like the conventional path or the typical path to achieve your goals, right? So genuine people search for and discover their own unique way of pursuing their passions and their purpose. And sometimes you have to forge your own path completely in order to do that. And then 3, genuine people aren't threatened by failure. Taking the road less traveled is risky, right? Stepping out there, being willing to share yourself, there's risk there. And genuine people do that because they're not threatened, or they've let go of having too much threat to the idea of failing. Instead, view failure as a part of the journey to get you where you're trying to go. And then lastly, kind of tying into that, is own your own faults. So when we can look in the mirror and say, this is who I am, doesn't mean we don't want to improve, doesn't mean that we're not always striving for better, but we say, okay, here are my flaws, here are my faults, still going to love myself, warts and all. But when you can accept that, be honest with yourself and see where you've got those shortcomings, but go ahead and accept it and appreciate the bad along with the good. So that's what I've got for you today. Thank you so much for this. And I love this genuine community.
No, it's great. Thank you so much, Andrea. And I couldn't agree more. But I say this all the time, but birds of a feather flock together. This community is truly genuine. I mean, I see it so many times, people reaching out. Melissa, Jackson, and Andrew out of this community went down to Gulf Shores, Alabama to watch Andrea and Billy and be with them, Todd Rowland as they ran a race, and just cheered them on, took pictures, celebrated them. And I'm like, that's what it's all about. And I really appreciate each and every one of you. So let's go have an amazing day today. Oh, I know what I was going to do by the end. Talking about being genuine or maybe a little generosity. I'm going to give away 2 2 $25 Amazon gift cards. We'll ship them over to you. And Andrea, do you got a comment? Are you
Oh,
about to
sorry. I
scold?
said, oh, that's a fun one, but I
genuine.
didn't realize you were seeing me. I just got excited. I like when you do that one. Sorry.
Yeah. So 2 Amazon gift cards. Here's all you got to do to be in for the win. Because I want to get the word out about the Coach's Corner. People need to be a part of this, and they need to start their day with one good word to go attack the day. So take a picture of the screen, post it up there, tag the Coach's Corner, tag me and Andrea in the chats, maybe Myra, if you can. And we're going to pick 2 winners. I'm going to do it myself. So put it out there. Let everybody know, man, come here every morning at 9 a.m. Central in just 15 minutes. 15 minutes. So love you guys. Appreciate you. Have a great Wednesday. Thanks, Andrea. See you.